Hi, this is A Girl's Guide to Pagan Living, and this is Marie coming at you from my lovely office. I am actually having a really bad day today. Despite doing yoga and waking up to a beautiful day, and being surrounded by the people that I love and the animals that I love, little things keep nitpicking at me and my attitude. So, as I sat down at my desk to write a few posts to catch you up on my year and a day, I just found myself staring off into space. I couldn't do it. And since I have a degree in film production, I decided that I would just make a quick little video. And that way I wouldn't have to sit and write and figure out the words. I would just be able to talk, which I am very good at. This post is actually some reflection about what is a witch, and I've been thinking about this for quite some time now. Um, First of all, let me just say that with my year and a day, I was reading a few books. I was reading Scott Cunningham's Wicca's Guide for the Solitary Practitioner, along with Green Witchcraft, Folk Magic, Fairy Lore, and Herbcraft by Anne Mora. And then also Sexy Witch, which I'm just going to shelf until further notice. But I decided to put away Scott Cunningham after maybe the third day of doing his week meditation exercise because I want to be a little bit more specific in this year and a day. And I've been studying the craft for 6 years now, so I already know the basics. I know how to meditate. I know how to visualize. I know how to ground and center. And I just felt like I was kind of wasting my time at this point reading the book again. So I'm going to jump feet first into things such as green witchcraft and and go from there. Okay, so what is a witch, right? We a lot of times when we think about witches, we think about sparkly, beings with fairy wings and stuff, and then or we think about the Wicked Witch of the Wizard of Oz. But very rarely do you think about just some normal black girl with fantastic hair, who could be your coworker or your dentist or your hairstylist. We don't think about the people who are sitting right next to us. And that is because the media and our ignorance has kind of, not kind of, it's definitely warped the way we look at anything pagan. And that's not an insult to all those who think that witches look like the three that I just mentioned, or the two that I just mentioned, because I thought the same way back in 2005. I thought actually that witches looked like charmed women. So all hot with tattoos and, fantastic men coming in and out of their lives. And while there's some witches out there who have that, I am not one of them. But what I've come to realize is that witchcraft and being a witch specifically is not necessarily, you're not fitting one stereotype. They're all around us. And being a witch doesn't necessarily mean that you look a certain way. It means that you practice, right? So you've got all types of witches. You've got four main types that I subscribe to, this notion, which is the eclectic witch, the green witch, the neo witch, and then you've got the hedge witch, right? And we can go into those at a different date. But basically, you have these different types of witches, and what that means is that they are wise people who practice natural craft. Okay, so Marie's version of witchcraft is you are a wise person who practice natural magic. And then, of course, you can say, well, what is magic? And then that's a whole nother video, too. Remember, people, I'm lazy today, and I don't feel like, typing a lot and talking I'm good at, but that's a lot of talking. That's probably something we should say for a written post. Okay, so I am a witch, and I have been a witch for quite some time now. But what I'm trying to say is that I've been a witch for 6 years. My witchcraft is not as perverse as what you may think, meaning it's not out there in the open all the time. I don't wear a pinnacle around my neck. You wouldn't even know unless you took a peek into my wooden chest that I have. And I'll post a picture on my page at some later time of my craft supplies. The cleaning lady might suspect something's up because she's seen my books, but other than that, no one knows outside of my husband. And I like to keep it that way. It's not something I've always thought, even when I was raised in the church, I always would roll my eyes when you would have people testify. And it was like, spirituality is something that deals with your spirit, and spirit is inside of you. You should keep it and nurture it inside of you and let it influence your life. But you know, a lot of people like to seek attention. And so, unfortunately, we have these folks running around with huge pinnacles and black eyeliner and saying that they're sucking your energy or they're going to make your neighbor fall in love with you. Okay? Insert sarcasm here. So, what is a witch? A witch is a wise person who practices natural magic. I am a witch. And if you believe that too, you are one as well. Blessed be.